baptizing them in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Y'all ready?
So let's go.
Turn it up. I'm about to show you what real
Let's go. Make sure I'm getting close enough to you. Let's go. Let's go. Week 2. Let's go. Let's go. Fantasy game time. What you at? Let's go. You can't do this.
Where's my gym day, man?
Hit your hair, man. That hair to do that kind of stuff.
You do? Man, I used to cry.
Yeah, let's go, man.
Let's
Week
go.
2, fantasy game time.
What time is it?
It's game time.
It's game time. That's it, man.
Another week, man. All right.
Man, God gave us another week. We're going to mess around and use it.
There you go.
Come
Talk
on,
some
man.
Football,
What's
man.
up? Russell Maben, Temple, Texas. Jay Thompson, Killeen, Texas. Best friends for 20 years. Best frenemies in fantasy football for 20 years.
I know, man.
At least.
We gotta be getting close to being tied against each other because I don't know who
No,
else I beat you, man.
no, man. No.
This beat down this week was about for 3.
Man, this guy probably beat me about every other time that we play. Goodness gracious! I mean, every time I turn around, this dude's beating me. So I'll take the victories when I get them. Shoot. So yeah, what's up, man? I know it's Friday night football, but we're gonna do a different kind of Friday night football, man. Running around here. We do have a few things coming up that are I don't know. I think it's kind of exciting. We've been talking a lot about the show and about what we can do to make it better. We're always watching our own tape and self-scouting and trying to get better. And we were just talking this week about our setup here and how we normally go over like, hey, these are the top 10, running backs, top 10 receivers or whatever. And why don't you tell them what we kind of are thinking here?
You guys know to start Aaron Rodgers and Michael Thomas and,
if you're not
Todd
starting
Gurley.
them, don't watch this show, man.
Like, man, they kind of know the top 10 and who to start. So maybe we need to go a little deeper than that. So That's what we're going to start doing. We're going to go deep, man. When it's game time, you got to go deep.
We're not checking it down.
There you go.
By the way,
right.
I saw a little clip of Josh Allen on Twitter this week. He was checking the ball down. There was a running back to the right, and there was a receiver about 5 yards in front of him. That son of a gun threw the ball right between them. I mean, it skipped and went out of bounds. It was the most hilarious. Like, you can't check it down? You can't even check it down. Oh, so we're not checking it down, man. We're going to go deep. What we're going to do is we're going to take, like, the top 10 on some site, ESPN, CBS, whatever it is, and we're going to say, okay, these are what they're telling us the top 10 or 12 are. Now let's go down in there and let's go down a little further than that and let's see what what your questions are. We also started a Facebook page at Fantasy Game Time.
It only took us 2 years.
It only took us a year. Come on, big morons. So yeah, it took me 11 years to get a 4-year degree. So it only took me 1 year to come up with a Facebook page. When I come up with, it don't even have to be anything. I'll come up with a Facebook page for it. I mean, it's like, hey man, you had triplets. Oh, Facebook page. Like, all right, here we go. And so so
ding 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 ding.
hey
Facebook.
man, hey.
Oh, okay.
Like I tell my teaching partner at school, man, I said, man, every 10 to 12 years, I'll come up with something. Like, man, so it's like clockwork, man. Mess around and come up with something around here. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look to kind of we're gonna go ahead and have our regular show this week, but we're gonna start introducing a few things that'll be coming up. Also, kind of keep yourself posted on what's going on. Also, the Facebook page, Fantasy Game Time. Go on there and put your questions on there. Let us help you.
Lose. No.
Help you lose. There you go. There you go. We'd be glad to sort it out for you. Yeah, sort it out for you, give you some good advice, and some of it might be right. Come on.
And then we finna to get on iTunes.
Yeah, we're fixing to be getting right and get on
SoundCloud.
iTunes. Yeah.
We ain't playing around.
Come on, man.
It's
Give us another 3 years and see what happens. Come on, man. Yeah. Yeah, so we're not trying to get picked up by ESPN or anything like that. We're just trying to have some fun.
It would be nice, though.
I mean, if somebody wants to pay us crap, come on with it. We'll promote your product. I don't care if it's underwear. It could be anything. Socks. We'll do it, man. We'll mess around and market it for you. Ain't no big deal. So all right. So we're gonna go ahead and get on with some things that are gonna end up being staples that we're going to keep in the rotation. We're going to start with.
No, I want to know something.
All right, you tell me. Ask me a question.
What you talking about, man?
Man, let me tell you what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. So we're gonna talk about. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
I mean, you don't have to be talking about anything that lasts half an hour. You might have been quiet, but that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so let me tell you what I'm talking about. Monday night.
Yeah. Monday
Which,
night.
by the way, I hate the first Monday night of this
Why?
season.
The double header?
The double header.
Why? It's two
Because
games.
some people got to go to work, Jay. Some people had to go to work around here. And the
That's
second
double
game
trouble,
starts
man.
at 9 o'clock.
Okay, well, you already had one.
And then I also hated the woman calling the game in the early one.
Why?
I hate women commentators. Golly, I hate that. And so she's
Nothing
like,
against women.
no, it's not against women. I just hate women commentators. Yeah. So this girl, she starts talking about the game is kicking over to ESPN2 for the Rams and the Raiders, and we're gonna let the Rams and the Raiders are gonna be here on ESPN. We're gonna kick over to ESPN2, and I'm like, no one's going with you. It's 48-6. We're not going with you. Okay, the only people going with you are the Jet fans.
Hey, it was something she kept saying over and over and over during the telecast. I can't remember what it was.
I had it pretty low because I don't like to hear it.
I mean, that was the B team. So
That was the B team, trust me. But anyways, what I did like about it, first play of the game. First play of the game.
Classic.
Sam Darnold. You know what I could do? I mean, I bet you I could throw this summer gun all the way across the field. It's only 50 yards. I'm going to throw this all the way across the field. There's a dude wide open over there. This
works every time in
worked in
college.
college. This worked at USC, baby. Here we go. And so he chunks it over there, and I mean, no sooner had they finished the national anthem, and they're dancing in the end zone, and the crowd's going nuts. It's like the Saints in 2006. They blocked a punt. Here we go. The roof's coming off the place, And I thought, man, Sam Darnold, you about to get an education this year. And I mean, that dude went to the sideline, did not blink.
Yeah, you did.
Did not blink,
Right.
and was just like, all right. Forget it. I'm going to come back out here, and I'm going to show you boys I belong here. And he did. Yeah. And now he's not even just a rookie. He's one of the youngest players in the league.
And I think that's what she kept saying. 21 years old.
He's 21 years old. We know. I was there when he got drafted.
21 years old. 21. I was like, I wonder how old this guy is. Anybody got an idea? Oh, 21? Wow, man. Okay. Yeah, so that was... the thing with me was when you do something like that, it's like the corner. He's like, only thing he had to do was like catch it. Like I just knew he was
don't
gonna drop
overthink it. Yeah, don't overthink this, man.
Oh man, yeah. So yeah, but you wanna know what I'm talking about,
But man, what you talking about?
Okay, so the Cowboy Panthers game, and no man,
It can't be good, whatever it is.
No, we watching the pregame, and I can't think of the lady's name since we on ladies
Pam
tonight.
Oliver?
No, not Pam Oliver. The one that she do the like interviews. She like
Anyway,
yeah,
whatever
like,
it is,
she got
I probably
stalked.
don't
She
like
was
it.
like getting stalked or something by somebody was stalking her. Like
Melissa Stark.
no, okay, but anyway,
Was it Ponder's wife?
I don't know who Ponder.
Christian Ponder? He met Samantha Ponder or whatever? No? Okay.
I know her name, but oh, well.
Anyway.
Yeah, so
Aaron Andrews?
yeah. There you
Woo!
go. Good job.
Woo!
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking
about. So she was interviewing her, and she was talking, and then, asking the question, blah, blah, blah. And then it turned to Cam, and this dude had a hat on, like, 5 times the size of his head, and he's, like he's a thinker, got his hands like this, and this dude got, like, 9 bracelets on one hand and 9 on the other hand, man. And me and Janice was watching
gold?
it. They were like
those
black
rubber things?
No, they were like black individual Blake bracelets.
Oh, okay.
And
why is it gotta be black?
Well, that's what he picked. And, man, I fell out on the floor, man. Janice like, what's the problem? I was like, what is this dude's problem? Like, what is his thing, man? And then he had on an outfit like he just came from the gym. Like, dude, what? Him and Westbrook on this wear the weirdest thing, kick. So I was done. But this is what I'm talking about, man. Come to find out, I don't even know if the NFL even picked up on this or any of the commentators. But during the game, first off, I don't know how this guy get to chew gum during the game and get away with it.
Ready! Gum.
Yeah. But he has this black band on both his arms covering the bracelets. And then when he scored a touchdown, he did the Superman thing, and then he started riding the football, but he took one off with the football and gave it to a kid. Now, I don't know what's on it or what he doing with that, but it seemed like he got all these bees, and every time he scored a touchdown, he going to give a ball and a bee to a kid. So, you know what, Cam, you're weird, but you know what? That's what I'm talking about, man.
That's what I'm
he
talking about,
always
man.
give back. I don't agree when you make another teammate give their ball away, you know, especially like my first touchdown or my 100th
kid over
touchdown.
there. That kid didn't. No, man, that kid didn't do nothing.
Yeah, he just gonna slob on it. That's
Yeah.
like this is going about trophy case, but you know what, Cam? That's what I'm talking about, man. You know, you take it to another level.
And you know
so.
what? It doesn't matter if he does do that. Nobody's ever going to report on that stuff. Nobody ever talks about anything good because nobody's going to read those articles.
Right.
It's always got to be like, well, this dude right here beat the crap out of his girlfriend. What?
Right.
Well, crap. I mean, there are 50 guys for that one dude that are doing awesome stuff in the community every week.
Like, I want to know what, I mean, he got a message on each one of it. Is a cross
Yeah,
on it?
I mean,
Is
I'd like
a
to know.
Bible verse on it? Like, no, but, so what do you think about, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, we don't care about that stuff. Let's get some real reporting going on, man. All right,
here we go.
All right.
Now, I want to talk about how I did last week. Okay, so we're picking top 10. So, and we were kind of making fun of tight end, saying, oh, anybody can pick the tight ends. Come on, man, this is easy. So, I went 50% on everything. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver. Easy money. And the ones that I missed, I mean, like, I wasn't going to put Fitzpatrick in there. I wasn't putting Flacco in there. I wasn't putting Tyrod Taylor in there. But those guys made it. So, but I only got 40% on the tight ends. So, I missed Cook. I missed Will Dissly. I didn't even consider Will Dissly.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Ebron, I probably wouldn't have put him in. I would have put his teammate in there, you know. And so, yeah, I mean, Jesse James, I wouldn't have put him. So, I missed 6 tight ends. I only missed 5 of the other positions. So,
and it's week 1. I mean, you have an idea, but until they start now, you kind of have a little bit to go with, and after you watch the highlights and stuff. So we here this week, and we're gonna tell y'all who to start, who the top 10 at each position, and you can go ahead and explain how we're gonna.
Yeah, but next week this is gonna look a whole lot different.
Yeah.
Next week we're gonna be like, all right, here's the top 10 or 12. And then, all right, let's talk about some people that you might be able to squeeze in a different place here. So here's what we got here. On the quarterbacks, we're going to start at the top with the quarterbacks. We agreed on 8 people. Okay, they were in the top 10 somewhere. We didn't agree on the order, whatever. But we got Rivers, Breeze, Rodgers, Mahomes, Alex Smith, Deshaun Watson, Goff, and Luck. Those 8, we agree, top 10 guys for this week. But we did have a disagreement on 4 people. All right, so you go ahead and tell me your 2, and I'll tell you why I left them out, and I'll tell you my 2, and you can tell me why you left them out.
Well, I have Brady in there. I mean, until he's 60, he's gonna have to be in the top 10. No, this dude threw a pass to Gronk, and like 9 people on him. It's like he just turned his back and he's just open. Like, yeah, this dude's so wide and his hand's so big. It's like, bam, touchdown.
So humongous.
Yeah, and it's like this dude don't have like anybody running a route, but Gronk catches touchdowns. Man, they win games. So until he don't do it, I'm gonna keep Brady in the top 10.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this game might be a little ugly. I don't know. I mean, it might just be sort of defensive and sloppy. Of course, I said that last week about the Saints and the Bucks, and that hadn't worked out really good. But I just mean, yeah, scored 500 points in one game. But it's in Jacksonville, and I feel like the crowd. I mean, all 35,000 of them are going to be pretty fired up about the Patriots being there, and they almost beat them last year. They almost were the up and coming. Yeah. It's kind of, and I feel like the defense there it's good.
Right.
They're good up front. They're good in the back end, and so
It's time to show.
yeah, I just feel like they can handle whatever the New England offense can bring to them. So we'll just kind of see.
Oh, but the New England did side Corey Coleman too.
Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. Corey Coleman. Goodness gracious. That guy almost ran a route when he was at Baylor. Watch out. All right, let me give you one of mine here.
All right.
I took Russell Wilson at Chicago because kind of the same thing. This summer, I don't care. You can. I mean, he was number 1 overall in quarterbacks last year. So I mean, it's just like this guy. Just they keep taking more and more things away from this guy, and they're just like, well, we paid you money, dude. Go earn it. And he does, man. He throws the ball every week that I've seen this guy play. He completes a pass, and I have to go on the internet to see who the guy was. I'm like, where does this dude come from?
Who is that? What did they just say?
There's a guy named Greg in the NFL? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I've never heard of this guy.
And he has this, I don't know.
Like Will Dissly. I mean, I knew the name because I had heard his name on the draft show that the Cowboys had. And I heard his name several times. And they were like, yeah, he's a blocker. Guy never caught 80 yards of passes in his college career.
Wow.
Caught like 150 week 1 in the NFL.
I think that's what the defense looked at him, too. Because, like, one play, they just couldn't tackle him.
Like, what is he doing over there?
Why this dude just put on the jersey and just ran on the field for it? Like, what's this all about? But I'm going to say, man, you ever played Tecmo Bowl back in the day?
What kind of a question is that? I'm the same age as you, man.
I don't know if y'all had the same toys as we had coming
in
up.
South Carolina? Oh, yeah. Well, believe me, things leaked into Texas, too, from South Carolina.
But they on Tecmo Bowl, it would be some quarterbacks, you throw in this... Boom, it's a quick pass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But then you get Dave Craig and it's like, man, come on, throw the ball.
And it's a big old lob.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But that's where when I see Wilson, some of his deep throws.
Gosh, how does he not have more interceptions?
He just lobs it up, man. It takes forever and it's like, you can't help but catch it.
And the defensive backs are, and it's just right over their head. I'm like, come on, man, are you serious?
Yeah, this dude has mastered the tap the B button like
But
an
he's
A
done
button.
that week 1. I mean, from the jump.
And he was getting destroyed out there too.
Oh, yeah. Well, and that's the thing, that's the reason that, like, I just wish the Longhorns would just, like, we'll let Sam Ellinger watch tape of this dude. Because this dude has never taken a hit. He'll first down, touchdown, get down. I mean, he gets the yards he can get, and then he slides, man. Like, just protect yourself, man. This dude, like, I know he gets sacked some, but I mean, if he runs, he doesn't get tackled.
Right.
He'll run out of bounds.
Yeah, he's smart with it. Yeah. Oh man.
That's dirty, man. There's some comments today, man. I'm telling you what.
All right, I got Cousins at Green Bay. And
I thought about him. He was in that conversation for my last one. I liked him, but
I just think they're going to introduce him to this rivalry. He's going to get out there and just... Because it seemed like he jumped out early, and then they just backed up and just won the game. Like, I don't know.
I like that policy, though. Go out there and throw, get the lead.
We're in the fantasy business.
Then drain it. I know. Like, hey, man, we need some more points. I know A.J. Green just caught 3 touchdowns. Throw him another one.
Yeah, so I don't think they can get away and do it this week. I think they got to keep the gas going. So that's why
you're saying if you're going to play Green Bay, you're going to need to score as many points as possible.
There you go. Right.
Because they might shoot Aaron Rodgers full of some drugs and send him back out there.
That's what I heard. I heard in the press conference he was like he couldn't blink.
I got to work because, I mean, it was a late games, so I went to bed. I got to work the next morning. My partner goes, hey, man, did you watch Aaron Rodgers' interview last night? I was like, no. And they go, hey, man, did the doctor clear you to come out in the second half? He said, man, I'm a grown man. And then somebody posted something else about, but I couldn't hear him because they were laughing too hard because they had rewound it or whatever, but they still were getting tickled because they're interviewing him and he's just like, hey, what happened? My knee! He's just like, he was all excited and happy and stuff, and his eyes were all glassy, Like, this dude is all lit, and he's still throwing dimes out there, where 1 inch from the fingernail of the defensive back for a touchdown. To a receiver nobody's ever heard of, It's amazing. So, anyways, my other one that you didn't have in there was Cam Newton at Atlanta.
I thought about him.
Yeah, he's another one, like, he's going to finish in the top 5. He just is. You know what I mean? It's just, it happens every year.
And this is my thing with him, man. I know this your guy, but How do you not know he's not going to keep the ball inside the 5? Like, you know he's going to keep the ball. Like, I know McCaffrey when they do that zone read, like he gives you the ball and runs some with it. You know he's not going to keep it. You know,
it's like Vince Young in the college. Like, what are you doing? Why would you follow that running back? He's not going to get that ball. Vince Young's going to run for 200 yards on you.
Man, so I just don't know why.
And the Cowboys fell for that the whole first half. I couldn't believe it.
All right, man.
So, all right. So those are the 4 that we kind of had discussions about quarterback-wise, but running back-wise. Here's what we agreed on. And it's funny that these happened to the first 7 that Jay put up there, but not necessarily the same order, but pretty close. Top 3 are real close. Gurley, Gordon, Kamara, McCaffrey, Barkley, Zeke, and David Johnson. Mm-hmm. They're in there. But there were 6 that we were at odds with. So give me your first one.
Well, and I was kind of on the fence about this, but I'm gonna put Kareem Hunt on there, and I just see the Steelers kind of really falling apart. I'm just go ahead and say it. I just feel like they just gonna pound them.
That fourth quarter against Cleveland did it for them.
Yeah, I just think that's who they are. And until your boy Bell comes and saves the day.
He's my boy. He's on your team, but he's my boy.
Well, he's not playing, so he ain't my boy right now. So I just, hey, that is what I feel. I just feel like they just going to still be, you know how it is when you get tired of asking the same questions. So what do you think about it? Like, it just wear on you and wear on you.
Ask me the question again. I feel like Theo Huxtable. You don't like it? Ask me the question again. Remember the Gordon Gartrell shirt episode?
Yeah.
You don't like it? Ask me the question again.
One sleeve is all the way over here. Those pockets up here. Gordon Gartrell. Wow.
All right. I'm going to stick in the same game.
Oh, here we go. All right, man. Toot your horn.
I told you. John Connor versus Kansas City. I told you, man.
Yeah, you did.
I told you that.
Yeah. The first one, I was like, okay. But the second one, I was like, you know what? All right. I was wrong.
What's the difference in okay and all right?
Okay.
The first time I was like, okay. And then I was like, oh, all right. I'm like, what?
And he had, 130 to go with it?
Oh, yeah.
130, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, almost like they trying to prove a point and didn't play their game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
See, that's the thing about the NFL. It's a bunch of professionals that are getting paid to do their job. And if you are trying to do something cute or, had a different agenda, let's get this guy 14 catches because that'll get him, okay, you can try that.
Yeah, we see we don't need you.
You can try that, but you might not make it. So, but I think John Connor's going to have a good week. Kansas City, I think they're going to put up a lot of points. But I think they're going to give up a lot of points. They're going to be like the Saints normally are.
Put them in that category, huh?
Oh, yeah. Who else you got?
When it came to running backs, let me get back here. Crowell. Now, I know he don't even start. But this is the thing.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Oh, okay. Because, I know you're that good. But he's more of a pounder. And I'm going because they're playing Miami. And
I think Powell can pound it. Powell's an ugly running back. He's one of those people that's kind of like...
When your name's Powell, that don't mean you can do nothing. Plow. But I know for the life of me, I don't know why Tennessee didn't run Derrick Henry more. Like, we cannot stop...
You mean that game or his career?
Well, we're going to get to that. But... And I just think the Jets are going to. They're going to run the ball. They're going to play defense. And it might get ugly. So.
Well, I know this. The Jets fans are loyal to the core. And they hadn't had this much hope in about 40 years. So this this son of a gun comes back to New York, they're gonna be like, Sam,
I know, right?
baby.
Yeah, all you gotta do is do this, walk out like
That's
that. Yeah, he gonna be
Never
all
done
right.
it before, but there you go.
So that just let's do a wild card in there. Why not?
Okay. All right. I took Jordan Howard versus Seattle. He's at home. He really kind of showed me something last week. I think he caught about 5 passes in his college career, but he
That offense.
he caught the ball. He caught the ball last week. And I'm sitting here trying to think of Seattle players on defense that aren't named Bobby Wagner. It's like Bobby Wagner and Earl Thomas. Like, who else? Man, I'm sure there's some other dudes out there.
They got the twins, and that's it.
Yeah, they got 3 arms, and a prayer. I mean, that's about it. I mean, I'm just like, I don't know about that. So I feel like that offense. I was kind of with you on the coaching hire. I like that. I like the young guys, the McVays and the Nagy's. I like that move, and I think they're going to move the ball this year. I think Trubisky's going to have a Goff-ish type of year.
Wow.
Yeah. I think they're gonna come around, and when you get those quarterbacks around a dude that actually knows what he's talking about, I mean, it helps. I mean, coaching matters.
Oh yeah, big time. But I just don't know if he's that guy. I mean, a real coach.
I don't either. But
know your tools and work with that.
I don't have the faith in Trubisky, but I got the faith in Nagy. So, anyways, what else you got?
I'm gonna go with McCoy against the Chargers.
Some gun took the week off last week.
Yeah, he did. But for the Bills, that's all you got. So somebody need to turn to somebody and say, you know what? Give this dude the ball. We're gonna create some screens, some draws, some I don't know, reverses. McCoy getting the ball. That's all I can think of, man. Because I just think they need to feed this guy, and he can. Break a couple, and that's my other wild card, McCoy.
I tell you what, man, that dude's been doing this thing for a long time.
Seems like he's been around for a minute.
I know, but he still has the little wiggle and the moves and all that kind of stuff. Right. But man, they ain't got an offensive lineman on that football team.
That's why I say got to be draws and screen like just let the defense come.
Yeah.
Make them be Kamara for a week and just throw the ball to him.
So yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I don't have any faith in anything the Bills are doing right now, offensively or defensively. I'm taking Jay Ajayi at Tampa Bay because New Orleans wasn't the only team that gave up a bunch of points that day.
Right,
Tampa Bay was right in there with them. Right. They gave up about 42. So, and Jay Ajayi looks like he's like the one running back that, like when it comes down to the nut cutting, that's where they go. They got Sproles as this guy, and they got they got Clement, and we're going to mess around and do this with him. But it's like when they want to do like a running game, it's Ajayi.
Like their normal offense,
right?
He's in there,
right. So that was my other one was Ajayi. I like him this week.
Can't go against that.
All right. Wide receivers. Who do we agree on?
We agreed on, your first 8. So we agreed on 8. I took the first 7 for running backs. You got the first 8 for receivers. So we got Hill. We got Michael Thomas. We got Antonio Brown. We got Keenan Allen. We got Julio. We got Mike Evans, Hopkins, and we got. Oh, I thought I was gonna throw you a curveball with.
Hey, come on back
ready
to
for that,
Skaggs and them. Yeah. I traded for him in the LSC. Come on. Can I say something about Hill real quick?
Go ahead, man.
I'm 44. Okay? I've been watching football
for
39 years. Okay?
You understand what I'm talking about? 4-4 or something.
I'm 44. There ain't no 4.4. It might take me 4.4 minutes to run a 40. But there ain't no 4.4 anymore. I told one of my students today, man, I used to be young and athletic and skinny. That was a long time ago. I've been watching football for 39 years. And there's people that I've seen fast people, and I've seen people that were quick and good football players. Right. I've never seen anybody play as fast as he is. He might not have the fastest 40 time necessarily. He might. Right. He might not. I don't know. Yeah. But on the football field with pads on, a helmet on, I've never seen anybody
I think
run the way. The only thing I can compare it to, they used to have this game. I don't even remember what system it was, honestly. It was called John Elway's Quarterback. Did you ever do that?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
but there was like a little something. I don't know what it was. It was a trick. It was a glitch where you could do something and this guy would catch it and he would be able to run like a two second in the 40. He would just be sprinting around and you could circle the field. The guys couldn't get him. I mean, that's what he looks like. He caught a crossing route and it looked like he was on fire. I mean, he was just gone. Like he was 5 yards from the line of scrimmage and they had no chance at all.
I think the only person I've seen do something like that is like Bo Jackson. Like just once he in the open is like, okay, bye-bye.
But that's what I mean. A good football player that plays at that speed. Like Darryl Green. Darryl Green was amazingly fast. But, I mean, I even think Tyreek Hill would have run away from him.
But, okay, help me on this. His little, because on his plays, he get the peace sign. That's,
like I'll see you later.
Yeah, so has he already been doing that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He did that last year in Dallas.
Oh, okay.
he did that in New England last year.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, I saw it and I'm like, why the ref not throwing the flag? Because that's taunting. But I guess if that's part of what you do, then
come catch me if you think you can. The thing I like about him, because you remember Galloway was super fast,
right.
And I used to get so mad at this dude when like Warren Moon or one of those guys would throw him a deep ball and he'd take off sprinting and he'd be gone and then he'd slow down. I'm like, Ron, I want to see you run, man. You're so fast. I want to see this.
But you're like, oh, I don't want to outrun the throw.
This dude runs,
yeah,
man. He was just like, man, watch this.
Yeah.
And by the way, just kind of a side note, I'm still waiting for his 6-game suspension to come.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't play for that.
You can get accused of stuff and punch your pregnant girlfriend in the stomach as long as you don't play for the Cowboys? Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good for him, man. That's good. Punched his pregnant girlfriend in the stomach. Same rookie class as Zeke. Had way more evidence. And Zeke
he had more baggage than that, though.
And more baggage than that. And 0-game suspension, 0 investigation.
He's a little guy, man.
Nobody cares. He runs a 4-2, and he plays for Kansas City. It's a small market. Go right ahead.
All right.
Moving along.
Going to another small guy.
All right. We had four people that we disagreed on. What you got?
I like Cooks versus the Cardinals. And the reason why they were throwing this guy the ball, man. And this dude was...
He's already had more targets than Sammy Watkins had last year.
Now, I was surprised. I thought he was going to be like a gimmick, kind of like Austin was for him kind of thing. And they were like, no, you're going to play receiver. You're going to earn every million. And they were running reverses to him. He was going up. I'm like, okay, they're going to really use this guy. So... I like him. I think it's going to be something consistent throughout the year.
You don't know of any good cornerbacks that play for the Cardinals?
I mean, yeah, I know of one. But, I mean, you can't... They do enough. That's one of those coaches that's in...
Okay, I'll go for it. I'll go for that.
I think if you look at the stat sheet, like, everybody had a rush. Like everybody got the sweep.
Gerald Everett. Like, what? Why are you running the football?
5 yards. Wow.
Man, all right, way to go, dude.
Yeah, man. That's
the Ravens did that last night. They did the fullback, the belly.
Right.
And they did the fullback belly, but Max Williams was playing fullback. I'm like, is that 87? I'm like, what is he doing? Why is he doing this? So I liked him. I liked Cooks, and he was a consideration. But to me, I like Patrick Peterson better than Brandon Cooks. Patrick Peterson nasty. Nasty. I took Aguilar at Tampa Bay because it looks like to me, you know how every quarterback's got their guy, and Foles looks like that's his dude. Like even if Jeffrey was out there, I think Foles would be throwing it to Aguilar, man. So I took him because I just think he's going to get a lot of looks. He's going to get a lot of targets. They must have thrown 12 or 13 balls to him on Thursday night.
Oh.
And he's had a week and a half to rest.
And, like you said, Tampa Bay, I mean, Michael Thomas had like 20 receptions in one game.
Yeah, I think he had about 400 yards receiving.
So I can see that. And I was surprised that you don't have him on here, and I have him real low, but Odell Beckham.
Because I've seen him play Dallas before.
Okay, well, how many times do you think we're going to see the catch in highlights?
Okay, when you watch the catch, see if they show anything that happened like 1 second before he made the catch. Because he grabs Brandon Carr by the shirt and throws him on the ground. And that was a pass interference on Brandon Carr, by the way. He grabbed him by the shirt and throws him down, then makes the miracle catch. Pass interference 39.
So how many times? That's my question.
I would say the over-under's got to be 10.
Man, let me tell you something that I saw just now with Odell Beckham. I hope he's not watching because, I know he's a man.
Lamar might be watching. Lamar knows him.
Okay, well, I'm watching the sound effects. That's going to be part of what we do too, right? So I watch sound effects.
I didn't watch it this week.
When Barkley scored his touchdown and came to the sideline, normally, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go. So Odell Beckham came so close to this dude in his mouth to where I'm like, dude, even Barkley was like,
I don't get this close to my children.
like in this dude's face, like, dude, you're almost about to kiss me, man. Just back up, okay? I get it. I scored a touchdown.
Odell Beckham.
I don't know I don't know what to do yet. Like, is it adult around? You know what I'm saying? Marky was like, that's what it's like down here. Like, what is going on? But I know
how much do you get paid?
I know it's emotion and all that stuff, but it was just weird. Like, whoa, that was kind of close. Oh man. But yeah, that's my.
Well, I've seen Dallas play him a bunch of times, and they make sure like. Whatever you do, don't let 13 beat you. It's kind of the whole mantra. The only time he'll get loose is he mess around and get a slant and, like you say, take it to the house. He's like the only player in the league that can take a slant to the house. So that's the reason I did. I just feel like Dallas is going to give him a lot of attention.
That's what he want.
Yeah, and that's crap. He's getting $100 million. You might as well mess around and.
That's gonna be Sunday night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The whole world's watching.
Oh,
this dude's
gosh,
gonna kiss a whole lot of people Sunday
gosh.
night. Go ahead.
My other receiver that we didn't agree on was T.Y. Hilton at Washington. I feel like Washington's got a really nice front seven, but after that, it's like, all right, we got Jahar Thompson right over here, left cornerback. Russell Maven over there, right cornerback. I said white. Not the white cornerback and the black cornerback over here. That's what we got.
I didn't know that what they call the positions, black and white. Okay.
What's that? Our safety is white. White safety. White dude. Yeah. Make that
you're the only one.
You're the only one left. That's right. But I think T.Y. Hilton is.
It's another week back with.
Yeah,
Luck.
it's kind of like if Luck's in there, that's his dude, man. But last year it was kind of like T.Y. what? Huh?
I know.
Who?
Yeah.
Who did what? Because
Brissett
wasn't getting him the ball, and that wasn't his dude. So we messed around, and I just think he's going to have a good one.
All right, man. Tight end. Look at this.
Hey, we agreed on 9 of the 10, so we're about to jack this up. Don't listen to this. Don't listen to this. This is going to be wrong.
Go ahead, man. I'll let you go first.
All right. Well, we got Gronk, we got Kelsey, we got Ertz, we got Cook, Ingram, Reed, Rudolph, Kittle, Doyle. Not Boyle, Doyle. Okay. But you took Graham versus the Vikings, and I took Burton versus Seattle. So why Graham over Burton?
Because, if anything, this dude need to catch some touchdowns. Like, I don't believe, the Cobb thing was kind of flukish.
Kinda?
Yeah.
I had Cobb on my team for 6 years. I'm telling you, that dude has never scored a touchdown that long in his career.
Yeah, so I just think, Rodgers going to have to shorten some stuff out. He's not going
to play?
Huh?
I'm a grown man.
So I just think a lot of stuff to the tight end, a lot of stuff short, slant, so.
I don't buy it. I mean,
but
they've had Jermichael Finley. They've signed tight ends. They've brought people in there. They got Graham now. Rodgers doesn't throw the ball to the tight end. They had Jared Cook.
It's not sexy enough.
It's not sexy, man. That's not sexy. I always think of like Beverly Hills Cop, a Balky Bartokomous from Perfect. He goes, "This is not sexy. What is this? I don't know what this." Anyways,
Alex, whatever his name was.
yeah. What's your name? Axel. We just dropped Axel Foley in the middle of a podcast, man. Come on, dude. Well, I took Burton versus Seattle because, like I said, Nagy's offense has always kind of featured the tight end, and he didn't get the run last week. And I feel like he's going to bounce back this week because once again, Seattle, if it's not 54 or 29, man, God bless you. I don't know who it's going to be.
All right, so we got to let's introduce some of these new
All right.
segments.
All right. Well, one of the things that we're going to do going forward, and so we'll go ahead and just kick it off right now, is we're going to kick it back to this be late 80s or early 90s? I'm too sexy for my cat or whatever. What was that? Was that 89?
shirt.
For my shirt and my hat. And
it got to be 80s, man.
I'm going to say 89. I'm going to say 89.
I'm going to say
was it
88.
high school? No, that's high school. I'm going to say 90. I'm going to say 90. Yeah. Yeah, C word.
Wow.
Yeah. Madison's loving this. All right. So I'm too flexy for my whatever. So
That's not what it's called.
that's not what it's called. I'm too flexy.
I'm too
Okay, so we're
flexy.
looking for flex plays. So guys that are considerations for if you have like a running back wide receiver option in your league, maybe you're an amateur or what, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. I'm one of those fantasy football snobs. I don't play in leagues that I don't run because I just don't like anybody else's scoring system or setup. I'm sort of a snob.
No kicker.
No kicker. No team defense. None of that crap makes any sense.
Get
that crap out of my face. I'm too flexy. So if you're gonna flex somebody, I'm gonna start and then we'll just rotate here. I'll take Carlos Hyde at New Orleans. New Orleans looked like the old Saints defense. It looked like Rob Ryan was back in town.
Yeah, I'm gonna let them slide because they got me last year, so I'm a hush.
Yeah,
'Cause I thought they sucked last year. They looked good, so
yeah, they ended up being really good, but man, they looked bad last week.
Yeah.
I mean, they were about to put Ryan Fitzpatrick in the Hall of Fame.
I know it, right?
Goodness gracious. Jameis Winston's on the sidelines going, son of a gun, are you kidding me, man?
Anybody got any crab legs right here?
I need a lobster tail. So I'll take Carlos Hyde, man, because I've always liked Hyde. The only time he hasn't really performed is when he's been on the dang sideline.
Yeah.
He's always been a decent running back. He's been in there and been productive. He just missed for this injury or that injury. Well, crap, he's healthy right now. He's taking on the Saints. I'll take that.
My too sexy number one is
Too flexy.
Too flexy is Chris
Sexy
Thompson.
I love Chris Thompson.
I love him, man. I know Peterson had a good game, and I don't know how the announcer was getting them mixed up. I know they're both black running backs, but
they don't look anything alike.
But when they get the ball, they didn't look nothing alike. Like Thompson, I mean, this dude
He's like a hiccup, man. You know what he looks like? He looks like year one, like 2009 LaShawn McCoy. Except higher knee lift. I love the high knee lift. I totally drafted Joe Mixon for high knee lift.
That knee hurt. You know what I'm saying?
His knees hurt.
Sculptor. But the thing about him, and he's too flexy right now. But if for some reason this dude gets hit, man, he took some bad hits, and I know that's just going 100 miles an hour.
That's been from in college. His junior year, he was like, all right, he's going to be a first round pick. And then senior year hurt. And then he drops into like the 5th or 6th round. And then he gets in the NFL and it's like, hey, I'm doing something. And then he gets hurt. And then this and that and the other. When he played against the Cowboys with the Redskins, I mean, it's like we didn't have an answer for him. We didn't have a matchup for him. I mean, linebacker or safety, corner, what are you going to put on this dude? I mean, he's a matchup nightmare. I love him.
Who's too flexy for you, man?
Man, I'm too flexy for Chris Hogan. Like I said, I like the Jacksonville defense, but I like the corners, the outside guys. I don't necessarily like the third corner. I don't necessarily think their linebackers are as strong as their front seven or their back end. So I'm going to go with Chris Hogan because he's going to be kind of the sneaky slot guy. He ran over 50% of his routes from the slot last year, and so I think they're going to continue to use him like that. And he had a down week last week, and I feel like there's going to be a temptation to force the ball to Gronk. So I think he's going to have some opportunities.
Gonna be 9 people on Gronk.
Yeah.
You telling me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I went with one of your top 10, so I guess
Woo!
I don't know how flexy this is, but Aguilar, because I do like him for the same reasons that you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him because he's a smaller guy. Yeah. Did you change his name spelling?
Jay, do you know how many changes I make to this document after you write on it? You got South Carolina education in full bloom on these documents, man. I gotta go in there. That's the great thing about Google Doc. I can just go change it. I'm like, man, bro, Demarius is not even close. All right?
Okay, but yeah, that's my flexi pick right there, Aguilar.
Man, yeah, going against that Tampa Bay defense, why wouldn't you like that? Yeah. I took Lockett at Seattle. Lockett not at Seattle. He can't be at Seattle. He's messing around. He plays for Seattle. So who the heck is Seattle playing?
Bears.
The Bears. Okay, so at Chicago. Sorry. Whoa. I put it in the wrong spot. Anyway, I got two
Excited there.
excited for my
Well,
man.
since you in that game, Lockett, and I can see because Baldwin's is banged up, and he somehow seems to just make
I like
plays.
it. He does, man, and
Special
he can do
teams.
special teams, and he'll do. I mean, he's nuts, man. I love him.
I'm gonna keep with that same game, and my flexi pick is Disley.
Will Disley.
Will Disley. So this is how much.
You're a day late and $1 short on that guy.
But I didn't even know he was a rookie. Like I missed the boat on that. But anyway, this is how much I didn't know this dude because I don't know if you changed it or I went back in and changed it. But I thought it was Wisley. You know what I'm saying? But it's Will Disley.
Will Disley.
Yeah.
His
see?
parents need to be slapped. Like, that is ridiculous, man. What's our last name? Disley. Let's name him Will.
William Disley.
William Disley.
Yeah, but just watching the
You're going to
highlight.
have a great time finding a wife. It's going to be awesome.
I love you, but
Yeah, sorry, man. You
I'm
got
not
to
gonna
change your
be
name or we're not
Miss
getting
Disley.
married. Sorry, I'm not signing that. I'm just not.
Yeah, but this for some reason, like I'm telling you, like they could not tackle him, or they didn't think he was like a real player or something. Like
And that deep ball, it was kind of like they were like,
somebody,
somebody was covering that guy, man. He was running by himself, and that's a good secondary.
so
Like, come on, man.
why not? But see how flex he is being a Disley.
All right, so I think we're gonna keep Skin It.
Yeah,
Skin It is
gotta
Skin It is
man.
skin that smoke wagon. Jerk that pistol and go to work.
This person is in the waiver wire right now. To skin.
Boom.
And I'm gonna tell you how much a skin it this is. I don't even know his first name.
Whoa.
I just put C. But
Corey.
Is Corey?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad. Well, Corey Grant. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm skinning it with this guy.
This is a good reason. Y'all need to listen to this.
Yeldon sucks.
Like a bunch of other Alabama running backs.
But the thing is, with Grant, I remember watching him in the New England game last year, and he was going off in the first half. Like they couldn't stop him. Like they had a little stuff for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden
They had the big guys in there to stop Fournette. And they're like,
right, and they're like, oh man, fake the Fournette, and doom, he's doing all kind of stuff. And then the second half, they're like, well, that worked, so we can't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why they like phased him out. Like he didn't even really, when Fournette went out, I just knew that he was going to get more of a role, but they just started running Yeldon, and he just started running the back of people.
This is blackmail pictures, man. You got to do for Texas, man. Kyle Porter, terrible. I mean, terrible.
What
every
position he played?
running back.
Oh, word.
But word. He gets anywhere close to the end zone. We get anywhere close to the end zone. Put in Kyle so he can score the touchdown. I'm like, does this dude have pictures of the coach's
No,
wife or something?
his dad's a billionaire.
Yeah,
you know.
I'm like, golly, look, we get the ball down the field with anybody else, but then he put that dude in. He's terrible.
His name gonna be on the new stadium, so let his son play.
That's right. So
that's my skin it.
Let me tell you.
Corey
Let me tell you
Grant.
the first experience I had with Corey Grant. The first time I ever saw him, like, who's this guy? They snapped a punt to him, and that son of a gun took off running.
Oh, where you realize?
I mean, you know how it is. You got a bunch of linebackers and and tight
nobody
ends and
there.
stuff on the field.
Fat
And he got
people.
down. He had one guy to beat, and it was the punt returner. And he was like, "Get the crap out of here, man! Yeah, I'm gonna give you both of these fingers. I'm out of here. I love it." So yeah, that dude, that's my dude. By the way, I got a little plug for my last week. Skin it. James White scored 17 last week. You're welcome. All right. My skin it this week is going to be Sterling Shepard. I got that close to saying Sterling Sharp right here on television. That close. Sterling Shepard. That's just like in my class. I've gone away from saying presidency.
Why is that? 'Cause you always about to mess it
Because
up.
I always mess up and go, in George Washington's pregnancy, like, whoa, that's not, administration. In his administration, this was not
What
happening.
class is this again?
Yeah, what are we doing? Yeah, is this worth the wait? No, but I like Sterling Shepard because, like I said, I've seen Dallas play New York before, and we're going to
They're
give
gonna
attention.
bracket.
It's going to be like, don't let 13 beat us. It's like that Bill Belichick theory. So I think he's going to get plenty of attention. But, man, Shepard is fast. And his dad played for Dallas back in the day. So, yeah, Oklahoma kid. I like him. I think Shepard's going to have a pretty good night. So I'm going to go with Shepard against Dallas. You got to watch it when the Dallas fans pick somebody playing Dallas because they probably know what they're talking about. All right.
You know Daisy.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I was fixing to say I thought we changed this, but then we didn't. You're a daisy if you do. Okay, so you're a daisy if you do, like Doc Hollywood. This means don't play this dude.
Right.
Okay, if you do, you're gonna be buried in the ground. Has some weeds popping up. All right, so what do we got?
Mine is Amari Cooper.
Woo.
Like, hadn't this been like a 2-year thing now? Like,
This is one of those things. It reminds me of Felix Jones when the Cowboys had Felix Jones. Like, he's got all this talent, and you ain't got any idea how to use it. Like, oh, okay, well, crap. I guess we're just gonna waste your career.
and that was the first thing Gruden came out and said, "We gotta get this dude the ball." It's like, now you figure this out. Like you've been in this dude all training camp, and you realize this dude's like bigger than everybody. I mean, I know Cook is a big dude too, but man,
This dude can fly too.
yeah. So I don't know. I'm done with him right now. So if you play him, hey,
Best of luck.
yeah.
I hope he
your
scores
days
the
if you-
43 he scored against me last year. The jerk. Last week, your Daisy if you do was Corey Davis, and he scored 11. Would you consider that being wrong?
Yes.
All right, I was
'Cause it's
wrong.
And you've been right.
If
so
you
much
had done
lately.
that, would that have been wrong?
Yes. It was
Okay,
wrong.
all right. So yeah, so Corey Davis, I was wrong about. Although 11 is not extravagant, but this week I got a special for you. 3 for 1, really 5 for 1. But any Dallas receiver,
You just done. This.
best of luck, because last week they ran single high 100% of the game, and we're like,
Try it.
go ahead. Go ahead. If you think you can throw it down the field, go right ahead. And Dallas was like, no, we can't do that. I'm sorry. That is not going to happen. So if you take a Dallas receiver, I don't care if it's Cole Beasley.
Good luck with that.
Good luck.
You're a daisy if you do.
You're a daisy if you do.
All right, we got a newbie.
We
Newbie.
got a
this
new
week.
name.
New name.
Got a new name.
And this is for Abraham Wade right here.
Wade, our dude,
Yeah.
watching the show.
Well, bye.
Smells like somebody died. Yeah. Well, bye is what we mean about what we mean by this dude. Don't even need to be on your roster.
Yeah.
Like, just
You know what?
man, give him the wave, man. Just come on, man, get that crap out of here.
Bye.
Bye. Smell like somebody died.
And who I'm waving by to is Terrell, 6'5", 240, nothingness. Bye. What?
Terrell who? Davis?
Pryor. This guy is like, what happened? This dude was all that Cleveland had and was catching everything and throwing everything, and then, I mean, did he get paid enough to just stop?
Didn't Washington pay him like $11 million last year or something?
Okay.
I mean, isn't that right?
Yeah,
or was
yeah.
it 6 or what was?
I mean, he got something. I was just wondering if he got some money.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's what I'm gonna put it to. But I guess he got over inked. You know what I'm saying? And he had one of the tattoo got in trouble with the tattoos or something. I
Well,
don't know,
last year they asked Jay Gruden, "Why are you not playing Terrell Pryor?" And he goes, "Because we drafted this dude in the first round, and we're going to give him a chance to do it." And that was Josh Doxson,
And
which both of us.
So now you can ask, why you not playing Josh Doxson?
Yeah, like just terrible, man.
So,
I don't understand, because to me, he was one of the first guys that decided, you know what, they're not going to let me play quarterback, so all right, fine, I'll just go ahead and I'm gonna learn receiver and I'm gonna get really good at it. And he did.
Yeah, he did.
And he just, I mean, he went out there and he
made himself stay in the league.
And then he went to Washington, and it's just like, I mean, I don't understand. I like him.
Yeah. I just, why they won't? Maybe he can't get open.
Send him to Dallas. Send him to Dallas. Mm-hmm. We'll take him. Hey, we'll trade you straight up Deontay Thompson for Terrell Pryor right now.
They're not listening. Chirp.
We'll get. It's what at my school I call turd swap. Look, man, I'll give you one of my turds, and you give me your turd, because All right,
who you waving by to, man?
Man, this one hurts. This one, like, it's just down in the well, there's too much belly here anyway, but it hurts. I drafted this dude in the rookie draft in the first round in a dynasty league, and this guy has given me a particular finger that I don't like. I just would like to give him back a knee. Ken Dixon.
Yeah.
First
he can't stay straight, and then he
gets
can't walk
suspended.
straight.
Now he got knee. Then this year again a knee, and I dropped him. I mean, I dropped him in a dynasty league.
Wow,
I had him for 2 more years for free, and I was like,
hard
you know,
for
man,
you.
by the time you mess around and get healthy,
Bye.
yeah. I even picked him up in the UFC, you know, in the other dynasty league that I didn't rookie draft him in. Picked him up, just like, all right, you know, he's gonna come around. Hey, I may be able to tag him next year. I got a tag for him. It's a pink slip. Here you go. Well, bye. So, all right. So who? You been in the kitchen?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna bake this guy a cake, man.
Who you baking a cake for this week? Baking a cake means, man, this dude right here, man, he done helped somebody out, man. We're gonna mess around and bake him a cake.
Mahomes. I'm gonna bake you a cake, man. This dude had I think he went 5 for 20 for 400 yards. Like, this dude, I just picture his stat line being like that every week now. Like, you know, he ain't gonna have a whole bunch of completions, but it's gonna be a whole lot of yards because he's either going deep or he gonna throw it short the hill and he gonna run it deep. So he gonna
go to
score.
dictionary.com and look up gunslinger, and there's a picture of Pat with his hand.
One I think it was the touchdown. He threw the ball like underneath or something. Like he just it was blitz coming and he just threw it between 3 people and it was like and he was like bye bye. I was like, wow, man. So he's not I don't think he ever gonna have 65% completion percentage or anything like that.
In Reed's offense?
Look at stats up from last week. It was 400. I mean, I'm exaggerating 400 yards, but it was not your typical what you want your quarterback to have. So I'm just like, that's what I'm talking about, man. I'm bake this guy a cake.
All right. Well, let me tell you who I'm baking a cake to. Man, Ryan Fitzpatrick. This guy's been in the league 500 years. Yeah. I mean, he played against Jim Brown. And he was clean shaven at the time.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's been growing his beard ever since.
Man, this dude got out there, and I mean, I've seen this guy playing since back in the Kurt Warner days. Remember, he took over for Kurt Warner a game or two back when he was with the Rams, the early days.
Sure.
And they were like, this guy went to Harvard. And I'm like, who cares?
Came in through 3 picks.
Like Jason Garrett went to Princeton. He can't throw. Who cares? But this dude, I mean, he just, man.
Just stays around.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he was. I mean, he's been. I've never seen him score 60 points. I didn't think he's going to score 60 points the whole year. I didn't think he's going to score 60 points the whole time he was playing for Winston. But man, he showed me crap. That dude has it going on.
Yeah, and that was my guy, but you had him, so I went on ahead and let that one. I went and picked somebody else.
All right, man. But who made you go? Really, man? Really? What's really going on?
The Miami Titans game. Really? Like I want to see the what is it, Bloppler? The weather thing. Doppler, there you go. I want to see the Doppler that show you have to go 900 hours to play one game. Like they said, the longest game in NFL history or something like that. 7
goodness.
hours and 8 minutes. Really? Really, NFL? Now, I get player safety, but come on, man. I need to see the Doppler that showed it was lightning. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Well, they have those little lightning gauges there and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of probably.
I mean, for that many hours, I mean, lightning. I mean, that'll be a record.
There's a hurricane coming, man. It's a hurricane.
No hurricane.
All right, so just to clear it up, Pat Mahomes, 15 and 27, 256 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, see, 5 for
55% completion percentage.
Yeah, he's never gonna be 65%, but
No.
he ain't gonna have to be.
My really this week is just all about the Buffalo Bills, man.
Sorry, Dion.
What the bleepity bleep were y'all thinking?
What are we doing out here?
Last year, what was it? They were like, oh, Tyrod Taylor, he's just not getting the job done. He's winning entirely too many games. Get your butt over here and sit down and get you a clipboard. Nathan Peterman, go, man. Go show him how to do it, man. You're our future, man. We're going to mess around. We drafted you. Go out there and get it. I mean, this son of a gun, he completed passes to San Diego or Los Angeles Chargers, the staff, the security guards, the cheerleaders. This guy completed a pass to everybody except for a Buffalo Bill. And they were down 48-0 3 minutes into the game. I'm like, come on, dude. So, I mean, that's what happened the last time they started him. So what did they do? They took an entire offseason and let people compete for a job.
Got rid of one guy.
That Cleveland wanted to give a second and a third for in the middle of last year.
That was actually halfway decent.
And then, we got this brand new toy over here, man, but he didn't look very good in the third preseason game. Therefore, we're not going to play him. We're going to start Nathan Peterman, who's about 1 year older than this guy, and about 1/4 of the talent. Good Lord. I'm like, if you start Nathan Peterman one more time, I mean, you've gotten beaten by 50 twice. You start him one more time. All that goodwill from last year is gone.
They gonna just move the team.
Man, no kidding.
They go to NFL just go find them. Oh man.
So all right, it's rant time.
All right.
And not like we don't just rant about everything, but your own team.
This is a legal rant.
This is legal right here. This is your own team. This is Dolphins. Give me Dolphins.
Well, Miami fans, I know it's MetLife takeover week, and we taking over MetLife Stadium. We playing the Jets. And this is what I want to say to the Dolphin fans. RELAX. Relax.
He got that from Aaron Rodgers.
Huh? Who?
My knee.
I'm a man.
I'm a grown man.
But before the season, oh man, we're going to beat the Jets. We got the Jets. Okay, we're going to play the Titans. We're going to beat the Jets, and then we'll beat Buffalo twice, beat the Jets twice.
Oh, yeah, you're 13-3. I mean, you're putting playoff tickets.
And then all of a sudden, they have this game on Monday night, and he wins now. All of a sudden, man, the Jets. Man, Aaron Donald, man, he's going to the Hall of Fame.
Aaron Donald plays for the Los Angeles Rams.
Samuel.
You even wrote Donald on there. I had to go fix it.
But, okay, yeah, I sure did. But, guys, calm down, relax. He's still a rookie. Put some pressure on him. He's going to do that first. He's going to try to throw across his body again. Trust me. Just put some pressure on him. We're going to be all right. Relax. It's still the Jets. It's 1 week. Just like I was telling people at work, Nobody's going 16-0, and nobody's going 0-16. Okay, if you go by the percentages, that's what the NFL is. So yeah, they won week 1. They destroyed the Lions that looked like they was playing.
The Lions ain't
Delton.
won a championship since 1961 or whatever.
So
just
relax.
calm down.
He's a rookie.
Bobby Lane quarterbacked them to their last championship. Just calm down.
So that's my Dolphin minute. Just relax, go out there and play, and just get this dub.
So you get the optimism from Jay, and you're going to get the pessimism from me. All right. So 2016, Tony Romo gets hurt in the preseason. We start Dak Prescott. We lose the first game, the only game I attended the whole year. Thanks.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, appreciate that. Still one of the best days of my life. It was really cool. I got to go meet all the players and stuff after the game. It was cool. Anyways,
Might have put a time on this.
we bust off 11 in a row.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And
this was
Dak
the week
Prescott
that
has earned the right to be our quarterback. Right?
Yes, sir.
Maybe he hasn't.
What have you done for me lately?
What have you done for me lately?
You talking about 80s.
Since that 11-game winning streak,
Uh-oh.
we got some 11s going. We're 11-11.
Wow.
We are
and you're playing
500
quarterback?
with Dak Prescott at quarterback and Zeke Elliott for all but 6 of those games. So my question for Dallas fans is this. Is Dak Prescott even the next quarterback? I mean, is he the guy? In another year, we're going to have to throw $100 million at this guy. Do you want to throw $100 million to this guy? Because I'm starting to question. 11-11.
So last week
22
turned
games.
it? Like you was holding on hope or you saw it?
I saw it the year before too. Yeah. So we'll just kind of wait and see. It's not my money. I don't care. But I'm just saying, you have they did those they did the memes of Jared and Stephen Jones like this is what it looks like when you realize you just wasted a quarterback's cheap contract and they're just like,
oh yeah, but this is the time you got to do it.
This is the time. This was the year. This was the year. We got all those young defenders and now they're flying around doing a great job and now we can't move the ball.
So fix that.
Man, here's why I like Matt Nagy, Sean McVay, these young guys, coming in,
Innovative.
McDermott.
Yeah.
These young guys that come in and have a different mentality, because I think Dallas has pieces to make it work.
But you still running outs in
but we
5-yard ends or something.
we got a head coach that walks up there in a press conference and says, "We just got to establish the run this week." I'm like, yeah. If Merrill Hodge is in the offense, then establish the run. I mean, what year is this?
Everybody just throwing across the field, and everybody get the
go look at analytics every once in a while. Go pull up a computer, okay? Get off the Commodore 64 and look at a computer and look at what's
going on in the world.
Look what the teams are doing that are succeeding. Okay, they're throwing the ball to get the lead, and they're running the ball in the fourth quarter. That's how they're preserving their leads. Like, come on, man.
Run the ball, man.
Run the ball. We got to establish that run. I think we can work some play action off the pass. I'm like, why don't you just run the wishbone then?
Is this high school or what are we doing here?
Man.
Matter of fact, just go to a high school game and see how much.
Yeah, see how much wishbone's getting run. Somebody runs a wishbone out there, man. They're going to be like, what are these? I mean, who are these coaches, man? They got, Y.A. Tittle down there coaching this football team? What is going on? So, all right. So, like Jay said, it'll take us 10 or 12 years to start figuring crap out, and we will figure it out in a hurry. So we have gotten a question on our Facebook page about your boy, and you're an authority on this because you have this guy in a dynasty league, Le'Veon Bell. What the heck do you do with this guy? If you drafted him in a redraft league, you probably got him in the first round. If you have him in a dynasty league, you're probably counting on this dude to be your dude. So, Mr. Dynasty guy, what do you do?
Okay. First, I want to. That was Brett. that asked the question.
Yeah, it was Brett Miller. And you
That's
even said his name right.
Oh, see, I wasn't thinking, so that's how I got
there you
right.
go. That's how
So, what does he win to be the first fantasy game time questioner?
Okay, Brett, you've won, and I see you work at Walmart, and I'm a teacher. I got 8 kids. He got 2 grandkids. So
We just give him a ding, 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 ding.
man, we're gonna mess around, and we're gonna send you some really, really, really cool pencils. Okay.
But we appreciate that. Hopefully we get some more.
Yeah.
But with Bell, I think right now when it comes to Dynasty, you either buy low or sell high. And what I mean by that is
You ain't doing either one of them things right now.
Because if you try to get rid of them now, you're not gonna get value. You're not gonna get value for them because it's Le'Veon Bell. I mean, this dude's like somebody. So if
Is he under a contract for you?
Yes, 3 year.
Second year?
Second over 3. So
Everybody else on your team. is too.
and redraft, you can't because, like you say, you had to get him in the first. So you have to hold on to him. And it was years where I know what 1 year he missed 2 games, suspended, 1 game.
And people drafted him
in the first same position. So I mean, just look at it as that. They say he's suspended for 2 games. Hopefully, there's only 2.
What if he's suspended for 10?
Yeah.
Or 11?
And then you just have to. It's almost like everybody was doing with Josh Gordon. It's like people, just holding on.
Spencer Shelley's like, yes! That's my person. That's my people.
So it's like you stuck with him now, so you ride it out. Hopefully it pays off in the playoffs or something like that. So just, stash him away, but you're not going to get value for him right now. I wouldn't do it.
I half agree with you. In the dynasty leagues, I'm not selling him right now.
Right.
I'm not because like you say, he's freaking Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, you're not gonna get value.
You're not gonna trade a superstar running back unless you're gonna get somebody's gonna overpay.
Right.
Okay, so go find you a sucker or don't trade him. In a redraft league, the longer he's out, and the more John Connor scores touchdowns and runs around,
Here you
the
go
more
with this Connor.
the more
Sarah
he's
Connor.
the Terminator, man. The longer this goes, the more I'm inclined to just go,
You know what?
all right, trade him. Because
Well,
Pittsburgh is as stubborn as Le'Veon Bell is.
okay, we finding that out. But maybe it depends on your record too.
If they keep losing too.
Well, I'm talking about fantasy wise.
Oh yeah.
If you 0-2 and like, you know what? I can't wait on this dude. Hey, let's make something happen.
But it's Pittsburgh's record. If Pittsburgh continues to lose,
Right.
then they might go, we're not going to win anyway, so we ain't paying this guy to come in.
I don't see them
We'll keep
paying
saving
him.
$800,000 a week. Can you imagine that for just like 2 seconds? $800,000.
crazy.
That's more than I'll make my whole life.
That's-
And this dude makes that per game.
Yeah, and say,
Per
you know what?
game. And he goes, man, that's insulting. What about my grandkids? Like, man, what the heck are you buying for Christmas? All right, we're picking 6.
All right.
And man, I even color coded it for you, man.
Oh, where we at?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're picking 6.
All right.
We're picking
okay.
6. So, I'm actually in the dang lead.
Yeah, you
like
are.
for 1 week, let's celebrate. Thank you. All right. I want to thank my
Ding,
mom,
ding,
my
ding,
dad,
ding.
all the people that supported me. Okay. All right. I'm actually in the lead. I don't think that happened one time last year. Jay just wiped the floor with me the whole year last year.
I'm gonna get a screensaver going.
Man, all you gotta do is change your settings, man.
All right. Okay.
10, 12 years. We're going to be good. All right. So, number of interceptions thrown by Buffalo quarterbacks. The over-under is 3.5. What would you like?
I would go under, man.
I'm going over.
No,
I'm going over.
They at home.
If they
they're gonna rally the troops or whatever they do. Rally the
circle the wagons,
There you
Jay.
go, yeah.
You only heard it 5 bajillion times.
Berman ain't on TV no more. I don't know, man.
And that's why their whole station stinks. Yeah, I'm going over.
Okay.
Nathan Peterman sucks.
Okay, more passing yards. Brady or Broyles? Broyles.
Bortles! Bortles!
See, if you're good.
South Carolina! Educate your people!
Bortles.
Bortles! Yeah, like portal.
Is that even a question?
All right.
Oh, man, really?
All right.
And you get this one.
All right.
What's the weight? Is it really a question?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, man.
I'll take Brady.
All right. I'll go with Brady.
Okay. All right. More yards from scrimmage. Saquon or Zeke?
I'm going to go with Zeke.
Okay. Okay. Obviously, I don't think about these ahead of time. I just do them off the cuff. I'll go Barkley. We'll just.
Because you're winning.
Because I'm winning. just to be a contrarian.
But I do want to say that when Barkley scored, I thought.
By the way, they had 22 carries for 42 yards before that play. But go ahead.
And I actually felt him like that touchdown.
So did Odell.
I didn't feel him as good as Odell did, but I felt like he had a moment where it's like, you know what, I can do this, because it was frustrating, like you said, he wasn't really doing nothing.
2 yards a carry.
Yeah, and then he broke one, he got in the end zone, and he just kind of had a moment like, oh, okay, all right, I need to go kiss a man right now.
Oh, that's like, ho.
Shirts off. It was just cool for me. I mean, it just seemed like he had to say a little prayer to himself, and like, you know what?
Well, believe it or not, Zeke had a game like that against Chicago in his rookie year. Because if you remember, the first 2 games that he played, he struggled against the Giants, and then he fumbled twice against the Redskins. And so people were kind of like, man, put Morris in there. Alfred Morris can do it. Crap, that offensive line, anybody can run. And so against the Bears, he was just kind of like, I'm running over people, I'm jumping over people, we're scoring touchdowns, and we're going to hang 50 on these cats. And that's what happened. And it was kind of like, all right, let's go. And so you think that was his moment?
Yeah, I think he had a moment, man.
That's all right.
I was kind of... I'm not a fan of his. Don't have him in no league, but
he's an outstanding human being.
Right, and he just, it seemed like it was genuine.
Yeah.
So, all right, it's on me. More touchdown passes. Fitzpatrick, Hall of Famer, Foles, Super Bowl MVP. Whoever thought we would have this?
Man, you know what? He went deep to Jackson a couple times, and Jackson's hurt. So I'm going to go with Foles.
Well, I'm going to go with Fitzpatrick because...
he's got a great beard.
He has a great beard. He's smart. I mean, he's smart. He's smart. He has
how old is he, though, Jay?
That's how smart he is. He don't tell nobody his age. And we had this guy named Evans that kind of can... go up and catch touchdowns, and maybe you throw it to a tight end. Like, I just, you know what, man, I miss my days. If you do, I should have put old Brait on there. I thought this dude was hurt for a minute. It was like 0 points. I thought this dude had like 10 touchdowns.
He started and played 45 plays. You're like, what the heck just happened here?
This dude refused to throw to a tight end.
What do you think I felt? I had Deion Lewis in the RFL, and I'm like, is this guy ever going to score? He's only got 4 points. I'm like, the game. They won't play the game. Oh, they're still in the first quarter. Okay. All right. I got Tyreek Hill and AB, 2 stud wide receivers. Which one's got more receptions?
Oh, it's going to be Antonio Brown. I mean, Tyreek Hill only need 2. 2 of those 5 completions going to be the hill for 300 yards.
All right, I got AB too.
All right, Gronk over and under 1.5 touchdowns. It's a cheat. Don't look. You know him and Ramsey talking.
But I know that's.
I don't fear no man.
I know that.
I don't.
I know that's going to tick him off too, though. And that's one person right there you just don't want to tick off.
I've heard. You don't want to get Brady upset either.
Yeah, I'm going to go with... I'm going to say he's going to score 1, but only 1. So I'll go under.
I'm going to go 2 since we done talked about the trash talking.
Okay.
And he might get spiked on.
Woo!
Yeah, I don't play that stuff, man.
You scare the crap.
Yeah.
All right. The next one. This one next week will be filled up with your lineup questions, but just kind of questions for the week. So what we did was we took
Who do I
three
start?
tier 3 guys and
Tennessee talk.
tier
Look at
3,
you.
tier 4.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
RB3s.
I was talking nerdy to him. yeah. Not like Beckham, not in his face, And I
You gotta
just-
watch that, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, just the reaction that Barkley had for a second. Like, dude, you're kind of a little bit too close, man.
There's a
Okay,
thing-
yeah, we can celebrate.
There's a thing called personal space, and you need to respect mine. All right, so we got running backs. You got to start 2 of these 3. All right. You got Tevin Coleman, you got Philip Lindsay,
Wait, tell me the situation now.
and you got James White.
With Freeman, is he out? Or just
Freeman, I think, is a no go this weekend.
wow?
So that puts Coleman in.
I think Coleman just can't wait. Just can't wait.
He's been waiting for 3
Bart
years.
Starr or whatever his name is. Who the man that did that? Can't wait. No, that's
Bart Starr played for the Packers. Bart Scott.
Bart Scott.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
So I'm gonna go with
Go with Coleman.
Coleman
Yeah,
and-
that's an easy one there. But what
and-
about Philip Lindsay and James White?
I'm gonna go with White, but man, Lindsay, him and Disley and Lindsley. Winsley and Disley. I had no idea who this dude was, man.
Philip Lindsay? I knew who he was, but what you got to do?
That dude like he didn't even
man.
touch the ball during the preseason.
You gotta venture out. You gotta go to the Cowboys app, and you gotta listen to the draft show in the off season.
Oh.
So good, so informative. Even if you're not a Cowboy fan, still informative.
Yeah, but this dude got the ball, and it was like, I don't think he's white, but yeah, I don't think he's white.
James White or White?
No, white. I don't think he's white, but he looks like
James Thrash.
no man, my man. That's the typical third down white running back.
Rex Burkhead?
No, before him, the predecessor of all white third down backs.
Oh, little short guy, little.
See, going
Woodhead.
Woodhead. He's a Woodhead 3.10 right now to me.
What the heck is 310?
3.0. Like
3.0.
this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a,
Goodness gracious.
So-
South Carolina.
yeah. So
Come on.
I'm gonna give him another week, but yeah.
Orangeburg High School. I'm looking at you.
Orangeburg Wilkinson Bruins, baby. Yeah. So
I'm gonna agree. Coleman and White over Lindsay, just because Freeman to me probably have a bounce back week this week for Denver. All right.
I was surprised by the number of carries Lindsey got though.
Right. Me too. I mean, he almost had 20 carries. I'm like, what the heck are y'all doing over there? All right, wide receiver wise, we got Tyler Lockett, we got Quincy Enunwa, and we got Randall Cobb. All 3 scored a touchdown week 1. So can you trust them? What do you got? Give me 2 out of the 3.
I'm gonna go with Lockett because of Baldwin's injury. I don't know if I just saw he was doubtful,
Right.
and I learned a stat today. Like, I think 95% of the people that were doubtful didn't play last year. So, yeah, got you.
Randy Gregory's doubtful.
Yeah, that's where I heard y'all listen to a cowboy guy talk. Who are y'all people? The reporter people that talk to people?
Well, there's about 30 of them that show up to every press conference, Jay. You got Todd Archer and Dave Moore and
Oh, okay. Well, one of
David
them
Hellman,
said it,
Nick Aikman,
so I was like,
Brian
"Wow, I'm gonna
Broaddus,
take that and
Brad
take it to
Shannon,
fantasy
Babe
game time
Laufenberg,
and show Russell
Norm
something."
Hitzkes and
It wasn't Norm Hitzkes. I know his voice.
RJ and
So
all them guys.
I'm gonna go Lockett because of that,
Okay.
and
Enunwa or Cobb?
Enunwa because he's just a glorified tight end to me, and the rookie quarterback going to throw to him. He's a third down guy, and Cobb had the game of his life. Like he's going to come back to reality.
Okay, I'm gonna go with you again. So lock me in with Lockett and Enunwa. Those rookie quarterbacks, they seem to find a guy, and that's their dude. And so we'll see if Enunwa ends up being that guy. He was week 1, but that doesn't mean it's going to continue. All right, back to running backs for a second. Eckler, Gore, and Ty Montgomery.
I'm Eckler for sure. This dude, what
Football
position he don't
player.
play? Like this dude was everywhere.
Football player.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't even know where he came from. I don't know anything. He's just one of those guys. And I'm gonna go, even though Gore is 95, but I'm gonna go with Montgomery because the same reason why I think if they don't just throw the ball because of run the ball because of Aaron Rodgers, he is going to dump it to either Montgomery or, like I said, Graham. So I'm gonna take those two, Eckler and Montgomery.
I'm gonna take Eckler and Gore, just because when Frank Gore stops being productive, just let me know. Like that guy, he busted a run last week. I'm like, what the heck? What is this?
15
What are you
yards
doing?
from being fourth all time, taking over Curtis Martin.
It came out of college, and they're like, he doesn't have the knees. The knees, he's had all the knee surgeries. He doesn't have the knees.
Yeah.
It's the knee. Running backs need knees. And I think he even had a knee injury early in his 49ers career.
Yeah.
And man, that dude he said, that's it, man. I'm cutting my hair short. I'm going to look like Corey Barnes. Let's go. So, all right. Back to wide receiver for a second. We went with some little guys. Okay. Well, two of them anyway. Beasley, who's the only Cowboys guy worth having. Dorsett, who caught one touchdown for the Colts from Andrew Luck, and then Tom Brady immediately threw a touchdown to him. And Kenny Galladay. He's not little, but he's, the third option there in Detroit.
I'm going to go Beasley and Galladay because I don't know what Beasley ended up with, but
7 for like 75 or 73.
it was kind of like, okay, all right, he made some moves out there, and Galladay, I just he it's like his year, like I don't know if he's gonna take Marvin,
Tate or Marvin.
yeah, like one of their spots or something, but he's out there a lot. I mean, I know they were behind a lot too, but those would be my two.
I'm gonna go with the little guys. I'm gonna go with Beasley and Dorsett because if Tom Brady trusts you enough to throw you 7 balls,
You in?
that's enough for me. That's enough. That's enough for me. And I'm gonna take Beasley just because he's had big games against the Giants. I don't know what it is about the Giants, but he always ends up like busting along. Like, what in the world are you doing? You're running out by yourself 50 yards. Like, I know you could run 50 yards, but yeah, he always seems to do something against the Giants, and Dak trusts him, and that's when you think about you're going to drop back and throw 20 or 30 times, I bet you 10 of those he's going to look for Beasley. All right, tight end, last one. We had some injuries this week to some pretty important tight ends. Olsen, Walker, some guys that have been staples
Right.
in tight end play in this league for a long time. So we're going to go with Jonnu Smith replacing Walker, Ian Thomas replacing Olsen, and David Njoku, another young guy, second-year guy. So those three, what are you thinking? What do you like?
If I had to pick two, and that's the name of the game, I'm going to go with Smith and Njoku. For the simple fact, I love Thomas, but like we said, if it's inside the 5, I mean, Cam's going to touchdown. So
Right, and that's tight end area.
Right. Normally, so I'm going to go with those two.
I agree. Jonnu Smith has scored a few touchdowns here and there. Mariota has looked his way before. And Delaney Walker played a big role in that offense for a long time. So I'll go with you on Jonnu Smith. And Njoku, I just like him. He's just athletic. And I feel like Pittsburgh's linebackers are way more about rushing the quarterback than they are about covering. So and getting the W. So I'm gonna go with Njoku and Jonnu Smith as well. I agree. So, like we said, format's going to change just a little bit going forward, but we're gonna be here every week. 10, 12 years from now, we may mess around and improve the show. Who knows? So we'll just keep working at it. We'll keep tweaking at it. That's one thing that we'll promise you that we're gonna mess things up and we're gonna get things wrong. But you know what? We're not gonna stop. We're gonna mess around and keep going.
Do.
Yeah,
This is what we do.
And nobody
man.
can fire us because it's our dang show. So we're gonna do our thing and we're gonna have a good time and we hope you join us and have a good time too. Because we're good looking, we're hilarious. Why you laughing? He's good looking. I'm just all like, man, you got to make sure the camera can see you because he's got the old GQ going on. So yeah. So
but I hope you guys enjoyed week 1 of fantasy. I mean, I was glad to have it back. I didn't win in every league and all that stuff, but
you didn't win in the UFC.
I did not. But football is back, and it's a lot of guys out there that's passionate about it, that love fantasy football and football in general, college football, high school football, and that's good. But don't let your love for football be greater than your love for Jesus Christ.
Boom!
And that's what it's all about. Amen.
So hey, we love football.
But
We just love Jesus more. That's all.
Amen,
Ain't no big
brother.
deal. Ain't no big deal. It's simple. But I will say this about what you were just saying. The funny thing about this time of year is, yes, the hardcore guys love it. And it's like, yeah.
Game time.
But man, there's a bunch of people that don't know anything playing fantasy football. They're like, hey man, who should I start this? What the heck are you talking about, man? You don't know anything about football.
Man, should I trade on Fournette for Cobb?
Yes, immediately, right now. Please do that.
Oh,
Please do
man.
that.
So,
all right, man. Well,
man.
we'll come back to you again another week. You're on your own on Thursday.
yeah,
It's too early in the week, man. We got crap going on, so we don't do production meeting until Thursday night during the game. So that ain't gonna work. So we'll see you next week, probably Friday, and we'll get all this stuff uploaded. And best of luck week 2. Hope you ain't playing me.
Tyreek Hill to you.
Tyreek Hill. Peace.
Peace.